Oh, please, Miss Samuel. Give an eligible guy a break. It's no big deal.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, Archie, I really want to spend my time here as unsocially as I can.
Sure.
Sheryl Lee from Twin Peaks plays the star of a TV series in that scene from the new movie Homage, and the young man, played by Frank Whaley, who often plays characters just like that in the movies, very amusingly, is a mathematician who has taken a summer job as the handyman at a ranch owned by the TV star's mother. When the star comes home for the summer, Whaley is overwhelmed with emotions that are completely inappropriate and out of scale. He adores her, but he's also an obnoxious pest who assumes that because they're in the middle of nowhere together, she's going to want to star in the movie he's written or maybe even become his lover.
One of your quasi-intellectual, intergalactic, sadomasochistic tales where I'd have to spend a great deal of time as a naked hostage.
Quasi what?
Not exactly the image I'm supposed to maintain for my show.
Oh, I see. So the fact that in your first movie you took your clothes off, that is not in conflict with the image that you have to maintain for your show?
Oh, I see. We're a cinema history buff along with our other interests. That was a long time ago, Archie.
The mother is played by Blythe Danner. She considers her daughter an alcoholic and drug addict who is basically throwing her life away, and although she's happy at first to see her daughter, they start fighting.
Let's have one of those fabulous, cathartic conversations that parents and children always have right before the final commercial message.
When you're sober, Lucille, maybe we can take a whack at it.
One of the key supporting roles is played by Bruce Davison as a public defender who gets Whaley's case after there's violence at the ranch.
New shrimp tomorrow, Arch. Mix them up good.
Smitty, why don't you just tell me what kind of diagnosis you want these nitwits to come in with?
I want you to be more complicated than their combined abilities to define you.
Homage is like Heavy, the earlier film, in a way, in that they're both about lonely and desperate alcoholics and the people who love them or don't love them. But Homage isn't as simple and straightforward, and I think that's a handicap. It begins by telling us the outcome of the story, and then everything is told in flashback, and the surprise ending comes because of a melodramatic twist. The movie was adapted by Mark Medoff from his stage play. That's the same man who wrote Children of a Lesser God. And I think there are too many stage mannerisms and structural gimmicks in the film. I prefer the more direct and cinematic approach of Heavy, which depends on the people instead of the technique to tell the story.
This is what was a problem for me. I felt that I could have handled it in a more straightforward manner. At the same time, this subject of obsession fascinates me. There have been many great films written about it. If you want to talk about fans, let's take a look at Scorsese's King of Comedy, which does, even in a great director, knows enough to proceed in a more linear fashion. There was no need for throwing it all up in the air and recombining this structure.
No, it didn't need to be shuffled, right.
At the same time, what I like about this guy is that he anchors the characters in very specific professions, and so they do play real. And I think a mathematician, teacher, you know, actress, that kind of thing makes this intelligent, but again, too complicated for its own good.